Hey, what is up, guys? Mirza here, and I'm back on Injustice iOS. Now, we recently hit 10K. I'm actually really happy about that because on my old channel, I think I had 35K at its peak, like 36, 37K at its peak. So the fact that we got to like 10K in almost less than a year is kind of good. So I feel really good about this channel. We're growing a lot faster than I ever did on my old channel. So there's that. I'm actually really happy about that. What I also wanted to talk about is what I promised you guys for 10K. For 10K, I promised you I would make a Q&A video for questions you guys wanted to ask me. So I made a community post on my community tab on my channel. I told you guys to go over there and put any of your questions that you guys want me to answer for 10K. I'm not going to lie. I had like close to 200 comments. So there was just not enough time to go through all of the questions in one video. So I handpicked the ones that I liked a lot. So the way this video will be structured is that I'll have some background Injustice footage playing of me just playing casually, and then I'll just have this voiceover of me answering your guys' questions. I feel this video will be really epic because you guys will know a lot more about me as a person and not just as like this guy that plays Injustice all day every day, but more about me specifically. So let's just jump right into it then. We had a total of 178 total comments. Let's start with some basic ones. Spiral 4. He says, "What is your favorite character in Injustice?" Injustice 1 Mobile. My favorite character, I really love Injustice 2 Superman. Like at the moment, I just love him so much. He's like my all-time favorite character. He looked good. Like damn, you look good. C4 Piggy. He asks, "What's your favorite movie, TV show, and superhero from any universe?" Favorite movie, Interstellar. Favorite TV show, I'm gonna say Arrow, and then favorite superhero, easily Superman. Like, come on now. Height, height. I think I'm like 5'10", 5'11", something like that. I'm not 6 feet. I wish I was. Thoughts on Zack Snyder's Justice League? I loved it. I really loved that film. Like I loved it to death. Like I was legit like on my toes when I was watching that film. That film felt like like not a TV show. It felt like like a limited series somehow. Like you had all these parts, and I was like, when I saw part two, I was like, oh shoot, did this episode end? Am I gonna have to play a new episode? It felt like that. It's not a bad thing. It just felt very TV show like because they had like separated parts, and I was like, oh, it's like episode one, episode two, episode three, episode six. Like it felt like a really cool TV show style limited series. Like it was cool. The film was cool. It was in a cube format, which I don't really necessarily like, but I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate on it. What I'm gonna say, what I really hate about the film is I guess like the CGI, the effects. Somehow, like the effects just do not look good in like these DC films. I don't know why. They just don't look good. But it's not like that jarring to look at because the rest of the movie was like just golden stars everywhere. Imagine like everything wrong about the Josh Sweden Justice League film. Like imagine everything wrong about it, and then this film just literally rewrites all of it into like this glorious film. Like it's literally by far the best DC film I've ever seen. Ever. Best DC film. Honestly. Like honest to God, it is such a good film. I don't know how, but like when I first watched the original Justice League, I never felt a thing for Cyborg because he was just kind of glossed over. But in this film, like Cyborg is like 10 out of 10 character development. Everything was good, and obviously there's I gotta talk about that one scene. There, this is a bit of a spoiler. That scene with the Flash. I know what you guys. I'm not gonna spoil it, okay? Because I know a lot of people haven't watched it. I'm not gonna spoil anything about the film, but there's a scene with a specific speedster, and it's crazy good. It's crazy good. The scene is crazy. The effects are really good in that scene. You have the probably the best soundtrack for a DC film I've ever heard. It's so good. And then you have like the return of Superman. That's not really a spoiler because we've all seen Superman come back from the Josh Whedon version. So he comes back from the dead, and his return is so epic. The music is so good. God, it's so good. I love it. I love it to death. The film is great. I feel like it's turning into a whole video about, like this Justice League film. I'm sorry, alright? We gotta move on to the next question. If I had to rate it out of 10, it would be easily a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Only reason I take 1 point off is because I don't like the effects. The effects are just not that great. But it's whatever. I can't hate. Alright, guys, on the topic of Zack Snyder's Justice League, my team and I actually went ahead and planned out this new bundle called like the Zack Snyder's Justice League Mega Pack. Met even the Flash, DOJ Batman, and then my boy, my thick boy, beautiful boy, Teen Titan Cyborg. We all know who is the best character in the game. So we have this new layout. It's much more streamlined, much more better for anybody who enters the website. We have bundles, which is like personally my favorite section because there's so much in one single order. Also, guys, the best part about our website and the reason why people buy from us is that all of our orders are completely ban proof. Completely ban proof, and we do both iOS and Android, so there's love to every single person on mobile, alright? So go to Mirza.shop, use code MirzaLuck at checkout to get 10% off your first order, all that hotness. Thanks so much for watching. On to the video. What's your favorite season in every CW show? God damn. Okay. Okay. Just for the sake of like my health, I'll just go over the Arrowverse shows, okay? Like the Arrowverse CW shows cuz I don't think I could like go through all the CW shows. Like there's Smallville, there's Riverdale. Like, I don't even know who the hell watches that show. But yeah, there's a lot of CW shows. But I'll just go over like the Arrowverse shows. So, Arrow. We'll start with Arrow. I think the best season, in my opinion, was I gotta say season 8. I really love season 8. It's like, they left all of that 23 episode, um, like idea away. Like they kind of deviated away from that, 23 episode setup for every single Arrowverse show. Like they really kind of went creative here, and every episode in season 8 feels important, like if you look at the grand scheme of Arrow, there's, season 1 to season 7, all of those seasons have like a lot of episodes, a lot of them. And you would think like, oh, I can just skip a few episodes and be fine. You would absolutely be fine. But what season 8 does is that every episode is really important for like the final season of Arrow. It's really important. So season 8 of Arrow is my favorite season. The Flash, season 1, easily, easily. Supergirl, oh, Supergirl, I really liked Supergirl in the beginning, so I'll say season 1. I think season 1 was really good. Season 2 was also really good because they introduced Tyler Hoechlin as Superman, so that was really cool. So I think season 1 and season 2, kind of a tie between them. Batwoman, ooh, ooh. There's only 2 seasons, and I don't know. I think season 1 might be my favorite because I just preferred Ruby Rose more than like this new actress. Not that I'm saying like she's bad or nothing, but I don't know. I was just used to Ruby Rose, and they actually kind of built up Ruby Rose in the Crisis crossover in the Elseworlds, and then out of nowhere, like a year later, they just replaced her. Like that just sucks. So I liked season 1 of Batwoman better. Is there any other Arrowverse show? Yeah, my bad. Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow, favorite season might have been season 1. I miss Leonard Snart a lot. Season 1, I miss Leonard Snart. Like almost all of the legends have like dissipated. They're gone. There's only like Sarah Lance and then Mick Rory left on the team because everyone else has just like disappeared. They're gone. All right, so Anonymous Gamer, one more time. He says, who do you think is the worst gold character in Injustice? Boss Solomon Grundy, very easily. So he says, are you planning on graduating or are you just going to stay on YouTube and grind daily? Um, I'm going to graduate. Obviously, I'm going to graduate high school and then I'm going to go to college. Like, that's going to happen. No amount of success on the internet will prevent me from doing that. I think it's very important that I get an education. Just for my well-being, I want to do it. So, no, I will definitely graduate and keep going forward with my education. When did you first start playing Injustice? I first started playing Injustice Mobile, I think 2013. My older cousin, he had this game, and I think back then we had like an iPhone 4. So I came to his house and I saw that he was playing like this really cool like DC game. I remember it so vividly that he had Prison Superman, and I thought that was so cool, like a Prison Superman skin. I thought that was so cool for a mobile game. I was like, bro, what is this game? And he's like, oh, it's this game Injustice. It just came out or something. And the thing that's so weird is that I remember back then that if you were able to find a WBID, like back in 2013, if you were able to find a WBID and you logged into it, you would get certain skins. Like you wouldn't get a whole account, you would get like certain skins, and I thought that was so cool. Like if you remember that, then you're a true OG. So Amit Kumar, he says, which account do you play most, hacked or non-hacked? I play on my legit account the most. It's no hacks were done on it. I think it's much more rewarding personally, but that's just me. A lot of people prefer hacked. I have been doing hacked accounts for a very long time. Like it's been a very long time since I've hacked Injustice. Like it's been years. So I've gotten quite used to it. It's just like second nature to me. So at this point, I just prefer legit accounts. So, this guy says, do you know any possible ways of reaching out to creators of Injustice? I stopped playing Injustice a while ago because the game just stole like three of my Flashpoint Batmans when I had him at Elite 7. So I just felt unmotivated and quit. I can see how you might have felt unmotivated. Like, at least your whole collection didn't just disappear. Because a lot of people, like, that happens to them. Like, some people just completely lose their save. And that would definitely be unmotivating. If that happened to me, I would be so unmotivated. I would never play again. I only know, like, a few YouTubers, and most of them have moved on to Injustice 2 Mobile. So I'm not really like talking to other Injustice 1 YouTubers, and I'm gonna be quite frank. I don't think there's any more Injustice YouTubers left. I think there's Scopos Gaming, who recently made a channel. Big ups to him for being another Injustice YouTuber on the platform. Much respect to him. But I think he's the only one. Other people, they might still be around, but I think they've moved on to like other games. So I'm not sure. All right, so this comment comes from Axel. He says, "What are your plans about the channel in the future, and what are you planning on after school?" So my plans about for the channel in the future, I hope we reach, at least my my main goal. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. My main goal is to beat the old channel. Like if I can manage to beat the old channel's sub count, I would have felt so happy. Like it would have been a real goal to hit, because that old channel meant so much to me. And if I were to actually um, grow even higher than that old account, then I would feel so much happier and motivated to post more on this account. It would be crazy. Um, Judging by how our sub count is going right now, I feel like that is more than attainable because we grew to 10K subs in less than a year. Like that's crazy. I think that's so cool. So hitting 30K, hitting past 30K will definitely be a goal. Like it'll be a milestone more than any milestone ever on the old channel. Like this will be a milestone to really look at. So Crafted Cart says, how you been doing this for so long? Well, I've been doing YouTube since like like a minute, like a fat minute. I used to do Injustice for years. On this new channel, however, I kind of experimented a lot on this new channel. I did Mortal Kombat in the beginning, Injustice, and then I had like this like 2 3 month period of like straight Injustice 2 mobile videos. I still like Injustice 2 mobile. I'm not completely deviating from it. Right now, Injustice just interests me more at the moment. But who knows? I might bring back Mortal Kombat. I might bring back Injustice 2 Mobile. It just depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. Right now, I just love this game and I'm just playing it a lot. So that's just me. How does it feel to get this far into YouTube and also a room tour? I can definitely do a room tour in the future, like when my room isn't this messy. It's really messy right now, so I don't know if I want to do like a room tour right now. But imagine this, guys. I have like LED lights across my ceiling, so like it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I bought LED lights for my room. They're like 60 feet, so they go all across my room. I have like a queen bed. I have like a desk. I have a Mac that I edit my videos on. Very basic setup. I don't have like a whole PC, gaming PC build. I wish I had one, but they're just too expensive. So maybe in the future I might do a room tour. How does it feel to get this far into YouTube? I'm not. I'm legit not far into YouTube at all. I'm like very, very small. Like I'm like an atom when you compare it to like the rest of the YouTube platform. I'm very small. Very, very I'm not even anything, honestly. Like I don't think it's like I don't think it makes any sense for me to say like, oh, it feels so good to become be this far into YouTube. Like I'm not shit, honestly. What games do you play in your free time apart from Injustice? I play a lot of that new Crash game, Crash on the Run. That game is a lot of fun. I don't know why. I just love like these temple run style games. I just blow hours on it. I don't know how. I just blow hours on like games like that. Very simple game, but I love the graphics. Graphics are really good. Like they're borderline console quality. Like they're really good. How long have you been playing Injustice 4? Since 2013. Okay, so Exoseer asks, some really good questions. Why choose Mirza? It's literally my name. What do you use to edit and record? To edit, I use iMovie because I'm basic, and then to record, I use Elgato HD60S with some adapters to make it fit for my iPhone. If you could be able to choose which character should be added to Injustice 1, which character would you choose? Um, which character? If I could add one character to be added to Injustice 1, that's a really heavy question. It wouldn't be Batman. It wouldn't be Superman because we have so many of those cards. Um, I'm really thinking here because what I want to do is I want to add a card that's never been introduced in the Injustice roster to begin with. So like, um, I'm really thinking here, like, what kind of character would be really cool for this game? I would really love John Constantine. I think John Constantine would be really cool for this game. His specials would look sick with like dark magic, kind of like Zatanna a little bit. What are some of your favorite superhero films and what are your least favorite? So, I'm just going to list like three favorite superhero films of mine. Um Zack Snyder's Justice League. Come on, I had to say it. Zack Snyder's Justice League. I really love that film. Second favorite superhero film. I'm trying to think. Probably Infinity War. I really liked Infinity War. Um, Third favorite superhero film. Let me think. Let me think. A lot of you are gonna hate me on this, but like BVS, Batman versus Superman Ultimate Edition. I know it gets a lot of hate. I just love that film. There's a lot to appreciate in that film. I feel, first of all, you had like probably the best representation for Superman in a long time. Like Henry Cavill is easily my Superman. He is legit the the dude was born to be Superman. Like he is Superman. It's crazy. Ben Affleck, really, really good Batman. I really like him as Batman. What I see a lot of people hating is like, oh, he's older, so there's no chance for character development. You don't have to be young to go through character development in a film. Like you can be old and still go through it. Like look at it. Like look at the end of BVS and then look at the start of specifically the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like there's clearly a big difference with Batman and BVS and then Batman and Justice League because he's much more hopeful. There's just one line in Zack Snyder's Justice League film that Batman legit says to Alfred, "Have some faith." He clearly changed. So, BVS, really great film. I love it. When can we expect a face reveal? I feel like the people that ask this question are like new to my channel because I swear to God, I've done this. It's on my new channel. I have a face reveal on my new channel. How old on average is your audience? I'm assuming they're like under 16. I think under 16 is fair. I think that's fair. Under 16 would be like my audience, I believe. I don't think there's any boomers watching me. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. That's all of the comments that I've chosen for this video. If I missed yours, I'm sorry. But this video it went on for about 28 minutes. Yeah, it's been a while. So thank you guys so much for 10K subscribers. We finally reached it. I promised you guys a Q&A, and here it is. So thank you so much for actually subscribing. We grew to 10K in like such a short amount of time. I think it's amazing. I think it's actually amazing how fast we're growing. So thank you all of you who watch my videos.